you know, we had to come back. We had to come back. We got to get it in. Finally, it's for everybody that keeps asking, where's Joel? Joel, they thought we got rid of you, Joel. They
So,
thought
I'm here.
they thought we
good.
said, Joel, it's time to go. They thought we Joe buttoned you, Joel.
Like Rory him out. I thought they did me like Rory him
Yeah,
out.
they thought we did you like Roy.
We was gonna start
Exactly, G.
sending
Like,
stuff.
stop it, G. Joe ain't went nowhere. As I told y'all, Joe was tending to the youth. I told him to call the youth, and he took it very literally and started coaching the youth. How's life been for you, Joe? What's been going on? Talk to the people. They ain't seen you in a minute. Talk to them.
What's good, Joe? Yeah, I'm here. It's my first virtual pod in a minute. I've been back at Pappy's crib. But yeah, I got some time. Hey, I've been coaching. I've been coaching the youth, like Thomas said. Girls and boys basketball just went 11-0, and 12-0. Perfect season for both groups. Talked to some extremely talented kids. Shout out to all of them. Also been out of school. I've been spending a lot of time with the youth. One of the wildest decisions I've made, honestly, over the course of my life is dedicating, spending so much time with kids. I never thought I'd be doing this, and developing relationships, building relationships with them, developing characters, and teaching them whatever I can. And basically, it's a lot. It can sometimes, but it's cool. You build relationships with them, and sometimes it goes different ways. I never thought I'd be in this like space in life, but I think I'm doing pretty good. We're gonna see how it goes heading into the future.
That's really good. I'm very proud of you. You're making a difference in your community, and that's really, really good to see. But I'm not surprised, huh?
Somebody said I'm the LeBron James of Dr. Umar. What does that even mean?
I think they giving you props. I think they saying that you do a good job of helping the youth, and and also you got a beard now, so they heeding you right now in the comments. Y'all know who Joel is. Y'all better stop before he get to reacting. He do not play. He will threaten y'all. Y'all better stop playing with that man, boy. But
one time, man.
He said one time, yeah, whatever. But it's Hoops and Brews, man. It's your boy TPJ. Pavy, star of the show. Talk to the people, man. What you been up to? How you been? You missed it. He's still jet setting. He wasn't here on Monday. How you doing, man? I saw you was in Milwaukee questioning why strippers are working in Milwaukee. What's going on?
I was in Chicago this past weekend, so I just went back home. Good time or whatever. Then one of my homies, shout out DJ Night Train, he had a gig in Milwaukee, and I was like, fuck it. So me and the homegirls went up there to Milwaukee. It was interesting. It was actually Milwaukee is so the first time I went to Milwaukee.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
The way you said that very, very casually. Said the homie had a DJ gig in Milwaukee. So me and the homegirls went up to he didn't say me and my man said me and the homegirls took a trip up to Milwaukee.
Me and the homegirls took a trip to
Milwaukee. So you randomly flew some women up to Milwaukee?
No.
His chase car had a great time in Milwaukee. The Milwaukee economy thanks you, Pappy.
It was already like they was already in Chicago with me. And what happened was I was
that makes more sense.
Yeah. And like I was supposed to have like a date one night, but Shorty had a whole situation going on. I'm not gonna say what happened.
You don't got to.
But what happened was I'm like, yo, I got this reservation and like I can't cancel now. So like, yo, like, do y'all two want to come? Like, cause we were just the night before we had linked up. They're like, yeah, fuck it. So I pull up, we eating dinner, drinking Sancerre or whatever. I'm like, hey, bro, by the way, do you want to go to Milwaukee tomorrow? They like, fuck it. So we drove. Like Milwaukee is like an hour and 30 away from like the north side. If you went north, drive. So like it's not even far at all.
It's like LA to San Diego type, almost.
Shorter than that. It's like LA. It's like LA to San Diego if you live in Long Beach and there's no traffic.
Okay.
Or like if you live in Orange County, then yes, it's like that. So you went to Milwaukee. Milwaukee is actually, granted, I've been before for the NBA Finals, but I didn't really do too much exploring. Like this time, I was more like in Milwaukee, went to a bar and went to another spot. Like Milwaukee is actually a better city than what I think people can give it credit for. Like it's actually not a horrible place to be.
I would
rather be in Milwaukee.
They made Dame reports. That ain't how Dame treated it.
I mean, because Dame went from Portland to Milwaukee.
Portland ain't that far.
No, Portland is solid.
If Milwaukee's as good as you say it is, I mean, it can't be that far from Portland.
Portland is like, you're right, you're not wrong, but Portland is like the Pacific Northwest. Like Milwaukee is the middle, is Wisconsin, bro. like it's Wisconsin, Milwaukee, like Portland, Pacific Northwest. It's more free spirited. They just got a Soho House, low key, actually. In Portland. So Milwaukee was cool. They have a Giannis mural downtown. I was like, oh shit, Giannis.
Mural.
They have a Giannis like a painting on like the
Ain't nobody sabotaging nothing like that.
Ain't nobody sabotaging Giannis mural. What you ain't nobody sabotaging Giannis mural in
Milwaukee. That's an LA thing.
Yeah, it's an LA thing. That's
by the way, that's the name of this episode.
What?
they sabotage Giannis mural.
Nah, they ain't sabotaging Giannis mural. They got it like the side of a building, bro. It's a really nice mural. But all in all, it was a cool trip back home. I wish I would have got there earlier because the Clippers actually played the Bulls in Chicago the day I got there. So I wish I would have got there earlier. I would have tried to cover the game. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I cannot complain.
That's what's up.
But I mean, you want to get into it? I mean,
we get into the Anthony Edwards off rip.
The who?
The Anthony Edwards.
I mean, I kind of want to, but I kind of want to wait for TPJ because he the one who.
I'm right here. Let's talk about it.
Question down. You are asking Anthony Edwards the MVP.
Now, I'm not gonna say this. I did tweet that in the third quarter.
Oh, you talking when he was going crazy?
When he was going crazy, I did. Now, I will say this: if he would have hit that 3-pointer to beat the Nuggets,
no,
you wouldn't be sitting up here talking to me the same way. You know you're not. No, you
yes,
wouldn't.
I would.
You would not. No, you would not sit up here and be talking to me the same way if he would have hit that 3 and they would have beat the Nuggets.
Yes, I would.
No, he has been a basketball virtuoso for the past 2 months.
No, he hasn't.
Cat is hurt. Rudy is hurt.
He shouldn't.
Yes, they had Kyle Anderson starting at center yesterday.
First and foremost,
they almost beat the champs. Now, moral victories are for minor league coaches. But if the T-Wolves can somehow get the number 1 seed, Anthony Edwards is the most valuable player in the league. Now, I know they're going to vote in like 2 weeks, so he got 2 weeks to do it. But I believe in Ant. Ant for president. Ant for mayor. Ant for governor. Alex Rodriguez just bought the team out there. Let's go. And we got a special guest in the building. Let's go. Actually, I can't wait for him to add to this conversation. But Glasses, Malone will join us in a second, but Pavi, respond.
No, and like
why?
I love Ant. I love like G. I want to preface by saying I think Anthony Edwards was going to have a great career. I love Ant, and also even like when I came on the show last week, and I was like, "Yo, I know Cat is hurt." I kind of think that puts like a damper on their chances this season. But if if Ant really wants to be one of the new faces of the league, and he's really that guy, this is the time to do it. And again, he's been showing that he's been stepping up over the past 2 weeks. I run because he just has more offensive chances. Like, I mean, you missing what? 20 shots without Cat being there, that's you're missing 20 points. So somebody has to fill that gap, and I think that he's been doing a very good job of that. But MVP, let's fucking relax. Anthony Edwards shouldn't get a single vote for MVP. He shouldn't get a vote over SGA. He shouldn't get a vote over Jokic. He shouldn't get a vote over Jason Tatum. He probably shouldn't even get a vote over fucking Luka. Honestly, he shouldn't get a single MVP vote. But I do think that Ant is doing this year is setting up his MVP campaign for next year. I think him and probably SGA, when you come back next year, obviously you got to put Luka in there and Giannis in there or whatever. But like when you come back next year and you think about young guys who are gonna throw their name in the hat, I think he's setting up what he's gonna do next year, this year, especially with the playoff run that he has the potential to have. I think he's setting up next year, this year.
I think the whole Anthony Edwards thing, I think it's more of a recency bias thing. Like obviously Cat went down and he's taking the Storms in the headlines, everything, but he's not an MVP. He hasn't played MVP caliber ball over the course of this 80-game season. So how
can you say that? How can you say that? Did you have him having a top 3 record before the season started?
Yes, actually, yes.
Did you say it on video?
I did not think they
No. We got a whole ass video team. Did you say it on video?
Video team. No, but listen.
We got a whole ass video team. We don't have niggas that cut videos on the network.
TV. I remember specifically saying that I think the Timberwolves can be a top 4 seed in the West. The only thing that scares me is that they're stupid. But I said they have like a top 6 roster as far as their first 6, I said they had a top 6 roster. And then also, why are we acting like the main reason the Timberwolves are good is because Anthony Edwards is scoring points? It's because they're defending.
Who said anything about scoring points?
Anthony Edwards is a big part of that defense.
Did you hear the words points come out of my mouth?
He takes the challenge, but
no,
Rudy Gobert is the thing that makes
stop. Did you hear the words points come out of my mouth?
So
Stop and let me finish. He's not even averaging the most points in a month he's averaged this season.
He did because of defense.
He ain't been playing lockdown defense. He ain't got the dunk of the year and the block of the year.
He's been good.
No, stop. On a night in, night out basis, he has not been playing lockdown defense, and he don't have the block of the year and the dunk of the year.
What does that have to do with being MVP?
He playing defense and offense. What are we talking
about? First and foremost, Jaden McDaniels is the best.
They got KD, we got Jaden McDaniels. Now we finished it and start lying.
Well, what do you mean? How are we lying? Jaden McDaniels ain't the best perimeter defender on the team, and I'll fuck with Anthony Edwards.
No. Okay, so what team is Jaden? What team is Jaden in?
First team.
Okay, Anthony Edwards, second team.
I don't think Anthony Edwards is gonna be on any.
Who you naming over him?
Drew Holiday gonna be over him. Derek White gonna be over him.
No.
Anthony Edwards.
No.
Drew Holiday is the point guard.
No. He should not be on there over Anthony Edwards.
Derek White.
And Anthony Edwards got to go out there night in and night out, score the most points, and usually guard the best player.
He does not have to guard the best player. That's not
Yes,
true.
he does, G.
No,
Jaden McDaniels not guarding point guards. He not guarding point guards, G.
Why is the point guard the best offensive player on another team every night?
When? For who?
Well, you just said he guards the best player every night. I'm saying, which teams is the point guard the best player on the team?
On most teams these days.
Well, let's say in 2024, let's run them off.
Let's go.
The Warriors, the Hawks,
Bucks, Knicks.
The Bucks, not the Bucks.
The Bucks,
not the Bucks.
He's
the best player, not the Bucks. Don't do that.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna say the best player, but offensively, if that's what we're talking about, then.
And how good are the Hawks?
That's what I'm talking about.
Guard being the best player.
The Knicks.
Knicks.
How good are the Knicks with Jalen Brunson being their best player? They're outstanding.
First off, Mike Conley and Alexander Walker are the ones that do that. Like, yes, Anthony Edwards will take it. Like, yes, Ant has moments in the season in which, like, you know what, he'll step up. And again, that's what you want your young stars to do, is go out there and compete. Like when he guarded Tatum, when he beat up Tatum, when he'll take the challenge against PG. He has moments in games in which he
steps up and be an athletic defender.
But he's not sitting out there. No. You're not asking the man to go out there like he Kobe and go out there and literally guard the other team's best perimeter player and score 30 points. Because to
answer the question in the room, no, he's not the MVP. No. His offense is not the MVP
because you're not telling me that it's Luka.
It's Shea.
It's not Shea.
It's Shea or Joker.
It's not Shea.
It's Shea or Joker.
Shea or
Joker.
It's not Shea. Them games versus it's not Shea. Them games versus
Shea or Joker.
Them games versus the Lakers to me prove Shea is not the MVP.
That's just not how it worked.
Yes, it is how it worked.
Not how it worked.
That is how it worked.
He's a point guard shooting 50.
You can't be getting smoked by the 10th seed every time y'all play.
Hold up. He's shooting 54% from the field as a point guard. Right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
shoot 54% from the field, 37% from three. He's literally the most efficient point guard in the NBA, and probably in the last, I don't know, long time. And it's obviously Shea or Joker.
And he's also leading.
It's not Shea or Joker.
It's Shea or Joker.
No, it's it's Joker or Ant.
No chance for Ant.
It's Shea, Joker, or Tatum.
Now, granted, I also was
Brunson.
said before the season.
It's not Brunson. Stop it.
No, I also was one that said before the season, I think the Thunder can have a top 4
over Anthony Edwards.
So the Timberwolves, they're one game back of the #1 record. Stop and let me finish the question. Damn. They one game back of the #1 seed. You telling me if the Timberwolves finishing the season without Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert in and out of the lineup, Nas Reed is hurt, that Ant don't deserve to be MVP over these guys?
He's going to have to be MVP to make that happen.
First of all,
but he been playing like damn MVP.
Foremost, no. Number one.
First of all, no, that don't make him the MVP if they finish with the #1 record in the West.
Honestly, his game would have to go to that type of level. His efficiency,
I think his game has gone to that level. He
hasn't been there long enough.
I just think the biggest problem has been once Cat got hurt, they was fine. But Rudy getting hurt really like put a huge damper in what they do because they don't have anyone in the middle that can rebound or affect the other team in the middle without Rudy or Cat. Like, Nas Reed, and even Nas Reed is really more of like a four. Really more like a 4-3, 4-5 combo than he really is like a 4-5 combo really. So like they don't have the level of rebounding that they need to get to where they need to get.
For the Wolves to finish first, Ant numbers would have to be out of this world. So I agree.
I don't see how somebody who just popped in the conversation a couple months ago could just swoop in and steal the award. He barely even.
What's
it's been a week here.
He came off the bench in the All-Star game, bro. What kind of
what the fuck does that mean? What does that have to do with your value?
Who was the last player to come off the bench and win MVP in the All-Star game? That don't happen.
What does the fucking?
He's not in that tier. There's too
points in the All-Star game. The All-Star game don't matter.
Players in the league right now that's killing it and actually doing much more productive than he is to try to throw him in that conversation. That's why
the All-Star game matter.
That's why he'll never be that face in the league situation. He can't. He's not.
It's been.
The All-Star game matter to you now. The All-Star game matter to you now.
It's been a soft year.
What's going on for Anthony?
It's been a soft year.
Come on,
and again, it's the most valuable player. Like Ant has brought a lot of value. Like I'm not going away to say Ant hasn't brought a lot of value to the NBA this year, right? But I'm saying, yes, I agree with you. If they were to finish first, it's because he's going to go on a rampage where he's shooting at 56%. His defense had to go to another level. He would have to rebound out of this world to win to get in first place. So yes, I agree with you. If they were to finish in first, that's because his numbers would be off the charts with Cat and him hurt. So he probably would be MVP. Yeah, he could steal it. It's been a soft year. Everybody's been kind of confused. It's not really been. This hasn't really been a valuable year for the players. Like no player is running the highlights. No player is really, standing out completely independent. I mean, we kind of are used to what Joker does. We're kind of used to what Joker does. We haven't seen how great Shea is just yet. We're used to what Joker does. Who would be the only player that's standing out? Who's running the highlights?
Jason Tatum is literally leading one of the greatest teams in NBA history point differential.
Hold on, wait a minute. There exists a button. Wait a minute. There exists a button for this. It's called.
You do good though. Good though.
You gained by 12 points. They tried to run off with that Jaylen Brown is better narrative. He getting 22 a game.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Tatum ain't winning that award, dog.
We gotta stop, G. Tatum is in another universe away from the MVP.
Also, real quick, why are we acting like Rudy Gobert died? He hurt his ribs. He'll be back in a few games.
I never said he died.
So like,
when did I say no? When did the words Rudy Gobert died come out of my mouth?
You're acting like he's not gonna play again the rest of the season. He's gonna play again,
brother. They are one game back of the fucking number 1 seed. Stop and let me finish. If he don't play for 3 games and they lose them 3 games and they the number 3 seed, it makes a big fucking difference.
So
what the fuck are we talking about?
But TP, if they end up,
what are we talking about? What is your literal argument? That him it was okay. So if he missed 3 more games, it don't matter.
Argument is this:
Rudy Gobert don't be in. Not being there don't matter. It didn't affect the game yesterday. Stop playing.
My argument is this simply as put. Cat probably won't play the rest of the season. Rudy Gobert is gonna come back and play, and if he comes back and plays, he's gonna be a huge component of the why in basketball game.
Games left in the season. What are you talking about?
I'm fucking
you make
talking
it sound
about
like it's 2 months left of basketball.
He's gonna come back and play. He's not gonna miss all 14 games.
I never said he was.
Him getting a number 1 seed.
I never said any of that. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said any of that. I said that him not being there.
And what I'm saying is, them getting a number 1 seed don't matter to me because he gonna come back and play basketball.
Well, for them to be as good as they would need to keep that number 1 seed, Ant numbers will be off the chart.
Exactly.
Joel, as far as Tatum, his offense just isn't there. Like I get the argument. I get you feel like he's leading the team. I get all of the narratives. His offense is too inefficient for his size. He needs to get much better offensively. Like there's no reason he should be that big, shooting 47% from the field or 36% from 3. Like his offense, they're winning. The Boston Celtics' huge turnaround is because while they didn't get better defensively in the backcourt, like I think Marcus Smart is really good, probably as great as a defender, not as versatile as Drew, but he's really good, right? But Drew Holiday as an offensive player changes their fortune as an offensive player, and it changes their offense. So it's like, it's not Jason Tatum got better this year and that's why they're doing better. He's not better this year. He's pretty much Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is shooting pretty efficient, but Drew Holiday is the big change on that team. So he's not bringing value to the NBA. Now, if you want to give it to the number one team in the NBA and you want to give it to the player that people identify as their leader, that's fine. But I'm saying it's not because of him. He's not better this year. That's why they're doing better. It's because they got Drew Holiday instead of Marcus Smart, and that's just a different offensive machine. And he's much more versatile defensively as a backcourt player.
So I have a question for you, Glasses. Since we getting into it, are the Celtics going to the finals this year? I personally, and I think everybody agrees, this year's final. This year for them is finals or bust. Obviously, they have a new nucleus.
Finals or bust.
Finals or
this
bust.
Is championship or bust.
Yeah, in fact, championship. Finals.
Enough finals.
Finals ain't good enough for this squad.
You the Buffalo Bills.
I think that's a little disrespectful.
Nah.
Bro.
Yeah,
I think that's a little disrespectful. They've only made one finals. They've only made one finals, though.
Yeah, but they've been very good for a while, bro. Like honestly, and I'm gonna let Glasses talk, but honestly, if this team doesn't win a championship this year, you have to make some major changes.
Major?
Yeah,
major.
You had to make some major changes, bro. Tatum is what I think Bron said on the pod. Tatum is what 26 have been the 5 conference finals.
He was credited. That's a great thing. That's
but
great. That's not downplay. That's not like that's something.
What I'm saying. This whole team has been the 5 conference finals. Yeah. So at some
Marcus Smart was important on that team to be in the 5 conference finals.
So and you already traded him for Drew. Then you
upgraded
Kristaps Porzingis, who people act like ain't 7-3, 20 points, 8 boards, and 2 blocks. Gee, if you can't get it done like this,
you got to change the nucleus.
Ever do it?
You got to change the nucleus. It's the truth. It's just look. Tatum offense is not the MVP. We've had this conversation on this platform a lot of times. The MVP is an offensive award. Very rarely, since the Defensive Player of the Year came out, do they give it to defensive players. The MVP is an offensive award. Derrick Rose got it that year with not incredible offense, but really great offense. Kobe Bryant got it in 2000 with really good offense, but not incredible offense. But over the last 10 plus years, the offense has been incredible for the MVP award. And the only incredible offensive players right now is Shea and Joker. They're incredible. It's like, as a backcourt player, Shea's offense is out of this world. Like, he's playing at his own pace really early. He's oversized for the position. He defends well for the position. And his offense is getting better every game. So it's like it's only those 2 guys. If you look at the history of the MVP award, let's say over the last 30 or 40 years, it's been an offensive award. It's not really much to think about. It's why Magic Johnson, who people criticize on defense, he won 3 or 4 MVPs. It's different players offensively win MVPs. They don't usually give it to defensive players. And it's because offense creates value for the NBA. It's why it's referred to not as the best player, but the most valuable player.
I agree. But back to the Celtics. Glasses. Do you think that they can actually win a championship this season, or not think? Do you think that they will win it? Not do you think they can? Do you think they will win a championship this season? And if you don't, who do you think can beat them, or what do you think? I mean, obviously we talked about Tatum's offense, but what do you think will stop them from doing that?
Well, it's a matchup game, right? We talked about this yesterday. I talked to you and I talked to you a couple of days, but I talked to Tom about this. It's really a matchup, right? If they have to beat Joker, maybe not. Like, they can't defend Joker, right? Like, Al Horford is a quality defender, but he's undersized. You know what I mean? And if you looked at the thing that has gave Joker problems over the last few years, it's been length athletic centers. You know what I mean? Dwight Howard's, strong guys. The boy over there that's at Portland when he was with Phoenix.
Aiden
did an incredible job. Yep. Aiden did an incredible job keeping him at 46% in the field in that series. Like, he kind of made him work hard to do everything, and to win a championship to beat the, other players, you have to make the star players struggle. Like, you have to present a challenge. It don't mean that their numbers still won't look efficient. You know what I mean? But you have to challenge them. And I don't know if Boston can challenge Joker, right? But what if it's right Boston and also Boston and Milwaukee is still a conversation.
For sure.
While I like Boston's chances because I think Drew does things to Dame that's beyond. You know what I mean? It's still, you have to put it together. Like, it's still a matchup, but it depends on who's there. I don't like the Celtics against the Clippers. I don't like the Celtics against the Clippers. I don't like the Celtics against the Clippers. If the Clippers are able to get around, without seeing Denver,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like the Celtics against the Clippers. I think the Clippers give them hell because they have the better players at the position.
I feel you.
Outside of, point guard. They have the better defensive players at the position and the better offensive players at the position. So it's a matchup game.
They have the better. They don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They have the better defenders than the Celtics.
They got a better defender.
Yeah.
Than the Celtics.
Outside of
over Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown,
I think
7-3.
I think once you get past Drew Holiday, I like the Clippers all the way around.
Nah, I really just.
I like Kawhi more than I like Tatum. I like Paul George more than I like Jaylen Brown. And if they're playing against each other, I like the matchups for those guys.
Despite popular belief amongst this podcast, Jason Tatum has been one of the better playoff scorers in the league ever since he came into the league. I think he leads the league in playoff scoring since he's came into the league.
Look at the percentage.
That's pretty impressive.
If the efficiency isn't there, it doesn't matter.
Porzingis, who's a rim protector and shooting threes, and you got chemistry with Horford. You got Mazzulla's came along a very long way since he first came into the league. He literally got thrown in under the spot last minute last year. Now he's fully gone. Derek White is a beast, candidate for the 6th man of the year candidate. It's like, I mean, they just have everything is there with that team, and they're winning. We watch them nightly on a nightly basis on national TV and even just in general, just mock teams. Their point differential is top 5 all the time. They win games by like 11 points per game. Their chemistry and the way that they play, as well as they do play together in like Peyton Pritchard is like their fourth best guard on that team. Peyton Pritchard is a starter in a lot of places. He comes and gives them quality minutes. They're deep. Sam Hauser just dropped 35 points the other night.
You do good though. You do good though. You do good though. You do good though. You do good though.
Did you just say, stop. Did you just say Peyton Pritchard is a starter on most teams?
Not necessarily.
You do good though.
Actually,
you was cooking, Joel. You just add a little too much seed, too much. You put a little too much dip on your chip, bro. You was cooking at first.
Listen, bro.
At least 25 minutes on every team on most teams in the league.
And Joe, center yourself a little bit so you can be in the middle of the camera.
Is that better?
There we go. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Listen, Joe, I'm with you. I think that, yes, in theory, if again, I said it ad nauseum. At
year after year, the Celtics look just like this.
They have, like, bro, if you from 1 through 7 through 8, they got the best team in the NBA almost every season.
Except they don't. NBA. Because when it comes down to it, right, the guy you depend on for offense is not an offensive juggernaut. So then it really comes down to becoming a defensive, like a tyrant. You know what I mean? And they can't guard Joker. That's a big problem. And if you can't guard the nucleus of one of the greatest offensive, I'm okay with saying Joker is a top 3 offensive center all time.
Thank you. I said that on the last pod, and they called me crazy.
You said player.
No, I said he's top. I said he's top 3 offensive player, a top 5 offensive player of all time.
I'm not gonna say that. I said a top 3 offensive center of all time. I'd say he's a top 15. I'd say he's a top 15 offensive player of all time.
Not with that
player.
I say he's a top 5 offensive player of all time.
Not yet.
That's
too much. Magic Johnson plays offense entirely because Magic Johnson is too incredible. Michael Jordan's too incredible. Larry Bird is still better offensively.
Not better. No, he's not.
LeBron, yes, he is.
Stop the kizzle.
Yes, he is.
Stop the kizzle.
LeBron James is still better offensively. Tim Duncan is still better than him offensively.
Tim Duncan is not better than Nikola Jokic offensively.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is better than him offensively.
You know what? Yeah, we had to take a break with that.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is not better than him offensively.
Did you hit that?
No, I didn't hit that. I thought you hit that.
Oh, I thought you did that. I ain't pressed that.
Perfect timing.
Though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
I did not hate that, G. I thought you did.
You know
that,
what?
bro.
I'm not mad because it's your 9, so you don't know. You don't know. You're 9 years old. Joker for sure is a top 3 offensive center, but I think he's a top 15 offensive player of all time, which is a lot to give him this early in his career.
If you even want to say top 10, I'm fine with that. But top 5 offensive player, I cannot say all of that. Cannot say all of that. But in talking about the Nuggets, with the way the Nuggets have been looking recently, do you think that we are on the road for the Nuggets to repeat as champions, or do you think there's somebody in the West that can stop that?
To me, the Wolves was the team.
The Wolves, yeah.
The Wolves match up against Denver perfectly. Yeah. They would make it really hard. I plan to make a lot of money betting motherfuckers on that series.
Hit my line.
Possibly. I don't know, but I like the matchup that I like what OKC brings. I like Chet. I don't think Chet is strong enough yet, but I like the matchup that it presents both ways, right? I think OKC can guard really well. They're underrated defense. They can guard, bro. They can get on you. So it really comes down to, can they guard Joker and just challenge him? I mean, he's an all-time great. He's again top 3 offensive center ever. Like, can they challenge him and make him come down a couple percentage? Like, is he gonna go out there and shoot 60% from the field? You're not gonna beat them. If you're not going to get him a lot closer to 5049%, you're not going to beat them, because they're going to. He's not just a scoring guy. Like, he passes you out the game, he scores you out the game, he rebounds you out the game. So it's all like they say, like that general term, it's all a game of matchups. So I like OKC to have a chance, but I don't know if they're ready. I love the Wolves. If the Wolves can get Gobert back, even without Cat, I'm not as certain. Like, I won't bet a lot of people. If Cat was to come back and make that second round and be there, like, I like the Wolves against the Nuggets, but I don't like other teams because they can't guard Joker. Like, the Suns got rid of Ayton, you know what I mean? And they needed him to guard. Like, Nurkic is not bad, but like, I don't think he's going to challenge Joker enough.
Not over 7.
You got to challenge him, man. You have to challenge him, and he can't be shooting 60% from the fucking field, and you're going to beat them.
I mean, Ayton could do a better job than Nurkic.
Because he did.
Ayton did do a better job already.
He literally did.
He already did it.
Last year, Ayton didn't even play in the game 6. Remember he was.
I mean, yes. Last year,
Ayton didn't want to finish the series. That's how bad Jokic did him. Let's not forget what happened in that series.
Last year, for sure, that happened. But the year before, when the Suns were when everybody seemed more in it, like Ayton just seemed like he just wasn't really, his mind wasn't in the right place in that series.
They tore him.
That was a long time ago. We're talking about when everybody was hurt on the Nuggets and the Suns.
They tore him down. Like, a lot of the younger players, they seem a little bit more. I don't want to question people's mental, but they're a little bit more fragile. Like, you have to speak life into this modern generation of players. You can't just tear them down. They done a tremendous job of tearing Ayton down in Phoenix. They talked bad and they fucked him up and fucked his game up. But it wasn't just that long ago when he's younger. Like, he was able to do a number on Joker, and you need guys that are athletic, Dwight Howard, different big guys to challenge him. If you can't challenge him, because he's going to do, well anyway, but if you can't challenge him, dog, he's going to destroy you. He's the nucleus of their team. It's like if you don't stop Steph Curry. If you don't stop Steph, you're going to lose. Like, you have to challenge these guys. You're not going to stop them out, but they cannot go out here and shoot. Like, Joker cannot go out here and shoot 60%, and you're going to beat Denver. It's just not going to happen.
As far as just the Western Conference as a whole goes, when you look at obviously 6 through 10, everybody's kind of bunched. I mean, even at this point, even like 4 through 10, because I think the Clippers and Pelicans damn near got the same record.
The Pelicans is another team that nobody's talking about.
I wasn't talking about the Pelicans, but so like what? I mean, you just spoke on it, but what are some sneaky teams or just like sneaky matchups when you look at it? Like, when you think, oh, okay, if this happens or like that happens, this team can make a conference finals run or maybe even get to like the second round.
Who's on the bottom half right now?
The Warriors are. I think the Warriors and Lakers are both 10. You have the Mavericks that are 8. I think you have the Kings that are 7. You have the Suns that are 6. You have the Pelicans 5, and you have the Clippers 4, if I'm not mistaken.
So so the bottom half would be the Suns and the Pelicans. I don't want to play them in the first round.
I don't want to play them in the first round either.
I don't want to see them motherfuckers in the first round.
Yeah.
The Lake, obviously, we had this conversation. I've never faltered to that. It's not gonna happen.
I think they can beat the Thunder though.
The Lakers team done.
I think they can.
Yeah, they was done a long time ago.
I think they can beat the Thunder though.
No, I don't like them.
I think that they can beat Thunder in a well, the only thing that I would have to worry about is obviously like Vanda was gone now, probably for the season. You have a little bit less bigs. I just think that you could possibly overwhelm Chet because they don't have a backup center at this point. And Chet is still really young.
Yeah, no, not that team. That somebody would have to get hurt. If they there, no, they're gonna beat the Lakers. The Lakers' chance in the second round would have to come against
second round
to make it to the second round. Like if they were to make if they were to make the playoffs, the second round, a top 4 matchup.
It got to be the Thunder.
I don't like them against the Thunder. I don't like them against Denver. I don't even like them against the Wolves.
I definitely like
the Thunder is the one hole. They're too small.
The Thunder, the Thunder is the only one where I'm like, yo, if they could,
but the Lakers can't guard backcourt.
But I don't think the Thunder can guard.
The Thunder can't guard the front court.
Yeah, I don't think that they can guard.
Like who?
AD,
Anthony Davis,
Ron coming downhill.
Come on, bro. That's not going to work in a half court setting. You got to actually have something in the half court setting. So I think they can challenge them in a half court setting. I think the problem is we don't challenge them in half court. Don't get me wrong. I love the matchup with AD and Chet. I love that in Chet for AD.
AD's winning the hell out of that matchup.
Yeah, but
let's not mention that. Don't forget what D'Angelo Russell's been able to do.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
He can't average 23 versus Thunder.
No, that's Shea. That's Shea, nigga. No,
he's not 23. Nah.
Say he's not going to outplay Shea, but D'Lo he'll be there.
No,
D'Lo is a top 12 point guard last 2 months.
He's going to get harassed. It's going to be different. One thing I get at Thunder, they can guard the front court and the back court. Like they not the very front court, but the wings and the back court, they are tough. They can guard. They got a lot of bodies, a lot of strong defenders. So I don't like the matchup, but I understand if you're saying if you have to pick, that's their best chance is beating the Thunder because they're probably not going to beat the Clippers. They're probably not going to beat the Wolves, and they're probably not going to beat Joker and the Nuggets.
Yeah,
the Warriors.
Probably not beat Sacramento either.
And that's the bottom half. You know what I'm saying? That's to get in the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, because number one, you
might not get in the playoffs.
Number one, you probably got to beat the Warriors if you can do that. Then, if you play the Kings, they're not winning. If you play Dallas, you also are probably not winning.
Yeah.
I don't want to play Luka. I don't want to play. I don't want to play Luka and Kyrie.
We don't want to see them either, though.
I don't. But listen, though, I don't. It's just like against a team like the Kings, who are young, play fast, get up a lot of threes. Also,
that's who you don't want to play.
Yeah, you don't.
I like us if we were to play Dallas, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when it comes down to it, you could put LeBron James on Luka Doncic, and even this version of LeBron James, I like that. Yes,
that's not working.
It's just a problem with Dallas, bro. It's just like in like a 1-game scenario. What if they just both get hot?
They couldn't even put LeBron on Jamal Murray last year in the conference finals.
That's Jamal Murray.
Murray is different. Luka
Doncic is a big 6'8", slow overseas white person. No, he is not. He screens off. No, he doesn't. He screens off. He screens off of great defenders every night. Don't start acting like you do this every night. That's not the point, though. The point is he's not going to be able to do that in the playoff with LeBron James. You're not even going to be. Just listen. You're not even going to be able to screen off of LeBron James in the playoffs.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's because he can control that. He will make you. You're going to move. That's the reason he can lay up. It don't matter who it is. You're not getting. One thing I'm gonna give LeBron credit. You're not going to be able to pick him off of the matchup.
He also goes play Luka too. He also goes do the same thing where he switch on the where he makes sure Luka is guarding him too. Like and abuse the shit too.
And when it matters, it's gonna be LeBron and Luka. Luka is not gonna win that matchup. When it matters,
I don't know.
When it matters, if it's 98-98 and it's 30 seconds left and Luka got to get a bucket on LeBron James, it's not even gonna happen this year. Not this year. You're gonna have to try to pick him off. You're gonna have to run the shot clock down to 21
you
seconds.
How about this time machine, my boy? It's not 2011 when you can just throw LeBron James on D Rose and the series is over.
Yeah, he's not D Rose.
Not D Rose though, bro.
He's not small.
He actually did a good job on D Rose. I'm saying this is not that LeBron James can come out there and do that.
What we saying is Luka don't have the same level of speed as somebody like
as them guys.
When is the next time LeBron James shut off somebody like a Luka Doncic type players?
He just did it to somebody the other day. He just did it to somebody probably about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. It's still LeBron James, bro.
Granted.
The same LeBron.
Real quick. I was at the game when Bron scored all them points in the
Clippers. Yeah, he did it to Clippers.
The very last thing when Kawhi had to get a bucket, it didn't happen.
It's gonna be tough, bro. It's LeBron James. What are we doing? Get it? I'm with you. I'm not in a time machine. I am not in that time machine. I think he couldn't guard small guards anymore. You put a guy on him his size, it's not going to happen.
Look, LeBron has a couple moments, but half the time he don't get back on defense.
Agreed.
He doesn't communicate switches. He'll leave somebody, Harrison Barnes, Malik Monk, they get wide open on his ass because
that's not going to happen in the playoffs. But I agree.
He puts his hands like all of that. I don't see why
Joe,
he stop.
Listen to what I'm saying, Joe. It's 98-98. This is the elimination game. It's 98-98. Luka has the ball. LeBron James steps out to guard him. Luka is not getting that bucket. It's zero chance.
But my thing is, what about Kyrie?
Now that's where it gets different, right? Because they can't guard Kyrie. They got a team guard Kyrie.
But see, that's my whole thing where it's like that whole like little playing situation. You definitely don't want to play the Kings. They can't beat the Kings. They have proven this year that they just cannot beat the Kings. They way too fast, way too young. And Sabonis, I don't know what he does to AD, but he be doing some shit to AD. But when it comes to Dallas, it's just like, bro, there's an X factor of Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and that's where I think I wouldn't pick the Lakers to beat the Mavs, right? I wouldn't pick the Lakers. I'm saying if there was a window in, it would be through the Mavs window. Because you're not going to beat the Kings. The Kings play too fast, too young. They're going to just run you off the floor. You're not going to be able to slow the game down on them. Like they got that together and they could defend. You know what I mean? They're not some pussy ass team that can't defend. They can defend. You know what I mean? I don't like your chances. What's the bottom half? It's the Kings, who's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Kings is down there. Dallas. Suns. Come on, bro. If you got to go through if the Suns fall to 7, you don't want to play the Suns, bro. You don't want to play the Suns.
You're not beating the Suns.
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know if you want to play the Warriors in a play-in game, bro. Like, I just wouldn't want to play them in a play-in game.
I don't think there's a single team you really look at your chops at in the play-in at all, though. It's not a single team you really like, I want to see them. That's how competitive it is. It's not a single team you're looking at that you're saying you want to see this team, especially Barnes.
All the matchups are going to be great. You're right. Yeah.
But when it comes, well, you just spoke of the Warriors. One, I don't even think I talked to you about the Warriors in a good minute. One, what do you think about the Warriors? What do you think about them this season? Clay coming out the bench, CP3 being back, the emergence of Kuminga, and also, do you see a role where they can actually make some actual noise when it comes to playoff time?
I mean, you gotta always give the old dog a chance. You know what I mean? I don't know how they're gonna get it together because they're not defending well this year. Yeah. Like Clay's offense is being overstood, it's being overexplained to what's wrong, but really losing his athleticism as a defender is more important than everything. The Warriors always were a great defensive team. Like they were always a really kind of flighty offensive team. Don't get me wrong, they were superb because you had Steph Curry, one of the greatest offensive players ever, but they shot jump shots, you know what I mean? And they depended on their hard knock defense to get it done. Their defense is really bad this year. So while Kuminga, I think, is doing well offensively and he's showing up on the point sheet, last time I looked, the Wiggins was still kind of not there, but I think he's back now. They need Wiggins.
Wiggins ain't been the same.
One of the worst years of his career.
Yeah, but they have to get but minus the offense, they have to be able to get stops. And that's where they've been struggling at all year. They haven't got stops. And to get in the playoffs, you're going to have to get stops. And I don't know what's going on with him. So I haven't figured out what's wrong. I really think Clay, defensively struggling matters. You know what I mean? Like with his athleticism. But I think it's time to move him to small forward anyway. I think we're just at that point in his career. And then you can start looking for the proper shooting guard to give them one more chance to compete.
Fair. But switching gears to the Eastern Conference, obviously we already talked about the Celtics, but the Bucks. The Bucks, since Doc has come over, they've still been kind of up and down. They've been a little bit better, but they've still been up and down. Obviously, I think Dame and Giannis are figuring it out a little bit more. Middleton's still been out. But what do you think about the Bucks, and what do you think about their potential and chances about what they can do in the playoffs? And what do you think about the way Doc has been coaching the Bucks? I know Doc gets like a lot of flack at times, but he has.
I'm not a Doc fan at all.
I know, but he
has
always
gonna be bad.
I know, but he has put in some sets that they were running in Portland. They've looked a little bit different. It seems like they're defending a little bit better. What do you think about the Bucks?
I do not believe in Doc at all.
Okay,
I'm gonna just stand right there. I have.
I think the Bucks are they're solid. They definitely are more than capable of. I think they should, when they look at themselves, they should expect to go to the finals. The thing about me, I'm just not. I know they've been playing. The Dame and Giannis connection has clicked a lot more lately, but I'm not buying it heading into the playoffs. It just doesn't look natural a lot of the times. Dame just, you saw it. It was a Sunday game. It was Phoenix versus Milwaukee. No Giannis. Milwaukee had one of the best games they played of the year. Dame had 40 points. I think, like 14 assists. Bobby Portis like 25. The team, everything is flowing. And then when Giannis gets back, it's kind of like damn, he does things like he'll bring the ball up court and make Dame be a run the wing and whatnot. And I think just stuff like that, those unnatural icks that they had playing with each other, I don't see it smoothing out within the next 15 games and them actually being able to be a title threat. But they will. I think they're obviously a lock for maybe the second or third round. But I can't see them smoothing out things amongst those two and just overall in general. As much as I do like the pieces, I do think Doc is having a positive impact on them so far since he's got settled in. But just because of the fact that I don't think those two megastars, offensive superstars, can really get it going just in the next 15 games to overcome the issues they've had, I'm not buying them as an actual title threat. But I do think they will make a little bit of noise in the playoffs, and teams still really don't want to see them.
My thing with the Bucks, outside of just even this year, is like the Bucks are a team in transition. Like, if you don't win this year, look at the ages of everybody on that roster. Brook Lopez, about 35 years old. Chris Middleton, I know he in his 30s. He also don't seem to be the same. Dame Lillard is a point guard who getting paid a lot of money, who, if I'm not mistaken, is 33 years old. How much long, like how much of this do we think is Dame adjusting? And how much of this do we think is Dame is 33 years old? And he might be getting to the top of the hill and going to the other side of it. So my thing is
basketball.
Yeah, but he been solid, but it ain't been the Dame that we've been not great at. Obviously, he getting used to a new team.
Well, this is the thing, right? Okay, so while I'm not a huge fan of Doc, like I don't fuck with Doc at all, he's really solid as a defensive guy. He runs a two-way set. I don't like that. I think Dame makes them really hard for most teams to beat in the playoffs. It really comes down to Milwaukee and Boston, man. It's like what Dame brings them, right, is half court, the best half court offense they've had probably. Well, because Giannis is still such a really serious half court threat, even with the control, because his athleticism, his ability to get to the cup, like he's still a huge threat offensively. I don't think teams use him well enough. Like they don't post him up when it get tough too much and they need to. But Dame really helps their half court offense, like extremely. You know what I mean? So, but I think they do lose something on the defensive side of backcourt, with guarding. But I mean, let's talk about it. Boston and Milwaukee, right? If Chris Middleton is there and he's healthy, right? And you have Chris Middleton, you have Giannis for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You got Dame and Drew. That matchup is legit. Brook can do a good job on their center. You have a real series. I just don't think Doc can coach them past it. I think they have the personnel to get it done right now. I just don't think Doc can coach them past it. And that's another team that if they were in the finals to play against Joker, you have Brook Lopez and fucking Giannis. They can do a fucking number on Denver. Yeah, sure. But can Doc coach them through a tough series? Can Doc outcoach, Joe Mazzulla? Yeah. Can he outcoach Joe, to get to the ride? Doc has not been outcoaching shit. He has always had the personnel and never really outcoached shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think the personnel was there, but I think they fucked up with the coach. You know what I'm saying? And I could be wrong, Doc. This could be Doc year to shut me up permanently forever. I just don't believe it. I think when you put all the minds in Boston, the front office guy that was a coach there and Joe, they're going to figure out shit. And I think Doc will get out coached. But the personnel was there for them to win a championship. I just don't think Doc can coach them to it.
Fair. Last thing I want to ask you about is the New York Knicks. If there is any sleeper team in the Eastern Conference, granted, they are so beat up right now. But if they can find a way to just get actually healthy before the playoffs, if Randall can come back and be solid, if Mitchell Robinson, I don't think he'll come back, but if he can come back and be solid, if OG can just stay on the court, you have Brunson, you have Hart, you have Burks, you have Bogdanovich, you have Isaiah Hartenstein. You can go
bunch of wings.
You can go at least 10 deep. Do you think the Knicks can possibly upset somebody when we talk about Boston or we talk about the Bucks?
The first half, not Boston and the Bucks. No, not Boston and the Bucks. They're like maybe if Mitchell, if they were healthy, if Mitchell was there, if he was still there, if they had everybody there, then maybe they can challenge Boston because Boston, they don't depend on everything at the cup. You know what I mean? They're not going to force their issue to the cup. Like we talked about this year for years. A lot of these teams have evolved into perimeter teams. So, like Boston is a perimeter team.
Swing the ball around and if they
look for the open look.
We're gonna win. And if they miss them, I hope we playing defense that day because it's gonna be it's gonna be hard for us to win the game.
Exactly, which is what happens to them in the playoffs, or the championship, either way. But the thing about the Knicks is they have enough wings and they have a really smart defensive coach to guard, but they just not healthy. And no Mitchell Robinson there to guard the unicorn, all these different things. You gotta be there and healthy. Can Miami do it? Probably so. Like you always have to give credit to Miami because they're coached so well that they could be, they could lack in personnel, but they're coached incredibly well.
Yeah, I feel you. Are there any other NBA takes that you have that you want to discuss or get off? I know there's always some on your mind.
Shea is probably the MVP. I literally said this the other day. Shea is with my eyes.
Real quick, I will give you credit. You said this about a year and a half ago. You was like, Shea is a future MVP.
Yeah.
So I will give you credit for saying that. You said that about a year and a half ago. I remember me having a conversation with you about the Jazz. We were talking about Donovan Mitchell. That man, they need somebody like Shea.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah. I was telling you back then. Man, I wish Tom was on this motherfucker. Because I told Tom and we did a podcast and he made me feel crazy. I said, I would trade Donovan Mitchell for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Back then, I could see it. And Tom said I'd do good dope, knowing I'm sober as a motherfucker. I bet you that shit don't look crazy now.
Does not look crazy now.
I bet you that shit don't look crazy now. I bet you Tom like, this motherfucker said it. Listen, you can't teach height in basketball. When you have players that are tall for the position, yet they're agile enough to be at the position, it's night and day. It's like that's what we're seeing with Wemby. We're seeing a tall guy that's still agile enough for the position.
It don't even make it. Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
It don't even make sense.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't even make sense.
So it's I think Shea is the MVP. I don't know if they're gonna give it to him. They might not give it to Joker because Joker is not highlighting crazy. He's not stat line.
Like who else?
Well, that's my point. I don't think nobody's standing out offensively. Yeah, I don't think nobody's having it.
Shea or Jokic. I mean, I think the thing with Jokic would be like, okay, they finished number one in the conference again. They didn't lose since like the fucking.
And he has an outstanding stat line, like always.
Like he always has an outstanding stat line. For Shea, look at the team he has. Yeah. Like for them to be this good this early, and it's not like you have a bunch of veterans, and all you really did was, granted, you did add the second overall pick, okay, whatever, but you still added a rookie, and like you got a whole bunch of vets over there. So, and he's the main key clog. And again, I don't think most people saw them possibly winning 50 games and finishing first in the conference.
And we're not talking about Giannis. Giannis is having a career year. Yeah. We're not talking about Giannis because Dame there, but Giannis is averaging 31 points, 12 rebounds, 6-7 assists at 62%. Somebody said Cleveland. That's a good point. So I like Cleveland in the front court. If they have to guard, if the depth of your strength is in the front court, Cleveland can fuck with, like, prime example, the Bucks. They can challenge the Bucks up front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can present a lot of challenges for. You're not gonna just rumble your way through Cleveland at the cup, nigga. There's some boys back there. There's some boys in the front court that's gonna stand up.
I don't know.
My only thing with Cleveland is Donovan Mitchell has really bad tendonitis right now.
We seen what happened to that front court last year in the playoffs when Jared Allen was spooked in the hell by Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, you got to get your Panthers.
And as the favorites, they shit the bed to the New York Knicks. I can't trust that front court after we seen last year in the playoffs.
It's the thought of upset, not the pick. It's the thought of upset. I wouldn't pick them.
They showed their true colors already.
No, I think every year you get better, Joe. Like the first year you podcasted, you probably not as good as this year. You might have been timid to speak. You might have been timid to do certain things. But now this year, you're better at it. So I think Cleveland is another year. They're smarter, mature, and they're coached. They're back again, so they can get over shit. But I think Cleveland can challenge the Bucks. You know what I mean? But again, the Bucks is really talented. You know what I mean? They have one of the greatest 15 players in the NBA right now, all time. Right now. Giannis top 15 all time today. Right now, all time.
Did you
all time?
Did you? I guess that's fair. 15 to 20.
Did you see me flinch?
Yeah. 15 to 20.
You see me flinch. I did
no,
not.
15.
Did
and
not
it's like,
flinch.
And it's like at the end of the day, it's like you got to play the games, but it's on the East without Embiid. It's definitely looking like the Bucks and the Celtics at the showdown. You know what I mean? The Heat maybe pull something special, but I don't think so.
The Knicks, don't sleep on. I think the Knicks have been playing great basketball.
Knicks is fantastic. They just can't.
Amazing. Even OG just got hurt again though.
Boston does what they do better. That's the problem. Boston does exactly what they do better.
They don't play similar. I don't think they play similar brands of basketball.
Well, it's a defensive based scheme where you have better defenders in Boston doing the same exact thing, and it's better offensive players in Boston doing the same exact thing. So I wouldn't pick the Knicks over Boston. And the Bucks, you just not gonna Giannis getting to that cup, and you're not gonna do nothing. You can't do nothing about that without Mitchell Robinson.
Fair.
I mean, Hardenstein is outstanding. He's good as well. He's
but
no, that's not
but that ain't enough.
They didn't really when Hardenstein when Mitch Robinson first got hurt, they didn't drop off at all.
Because Hardenstein is a fantastic. Listen,
good big.
He's a really good offensive big. He's solid. He's strong. He's not bad. I'm saying he's not Mitchell Robinson defensive.
Yeah. No, fuck him. Not Mitchell Robinson. He gonna have to play 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's different.
Just precious. Hard play. I mean, they used to it.
My pick for the finals, the Clippers. I don't know how, because I can't see them going through Denver.
Why?
Because I think I've told you and TPJ, anybody that's been a fan of this podcast, a listener of Hoops and Brews, I've been telling Tom and motherfucking Pav since they got them two dudes, that's not going to work without a playmaker, because neither guy can playmaker. You can't put two small forwards on the court. One want to be a shooting guard. The other one think he a shooting guard, and it's not going to work. They have 4 first ballot Hall of Famers. One guy in the twilight of his career, the other 3 at the back end of their primes. They're still powerful. At that point, they have a great assembled cast. They bought a championship. I like, if they just don't have to play Denver, nobody else in the NBA is going to beat them. Nobody else in the NBA is going to beat them.
I mean, if they don't have to play Denver and they can just stay on the fucking court. But I also think this year they have tweak insurance as long as it's not Kawhi. I think they have tweak insurance where it's like we can
a couple games. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still like win them because you still have Harden. You know, what if Harden, like Harden for a night, is still like 2019 Harden if he got to for a night. You got PG, you got Russ, and Russ
is back. Exactly.
Yeah, Russ is back, and again, he just broke his hand. It's not like he had like a lower injury, so he'll come back. He'll be in shape. And again, Russ still is one of the
Russ. He's not. Yeah, he's not. He's not the greatest version, but he's in the twilight of his athleticism. So it's something there. And on any night when you need it, you might see Russell fucking Westbrook.
I see Russell West. And again, he only got to give it to you for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Ain't like he has 40.
And to all the other complimentary guys, they have a great cast of guys. They got guys that can guard. They got guys that can play. This is their year. I just don't know how they get around Denver. See, I was depending on the Wolves to beat Denver.
See, the thing is, like the Clippers, they like again, I was at the game when it was early in the season when they actually beat Denver. And Jokic had one of the worst games he's ever had. Zubac did a really good job.
He just has to mature into the position. Like you need him to mature, and you don't want to bank on that, but you need him to mature into a quality defender and a smart defender to challenge Joker. Because again, Joker, top 3 offensive center of all time. He's going to show out, but if you can just can you make that 49% from the field? Can you give him 50? Can you get him away from 60 and bring him back to 50? Can you make the passes, Chad? Could you put your wings out and can you challenge him? He's big enough and strong enough to.
Zubac not big enough.
He's big enough and strong enough. Yeah. Is he smart enough?
Jokic got 50 pounds on him.
That's not, you don't need that. He had 50 pounds on Aiden. He had 50 pounds on different people. You just have to be smart as a defender.
And also they have a good rotation of people. Like they have Mason Plumlee. If Zubac gets a foul, but they have Plumlee, they have Tice. They do have a rotation. Yeah. It's like with Jokic, you need a rotation of bigs. Yeah. One guy for the most part ain't gonna be able to do it.
Unless it's Dwight Howard.
Yes. You need at least
Dwight had JaVale.
Yeah, that's but like true. Even they still
had for those minutes.
Like you had
you one of the best defenders in the history of the position.
Of basketball. Granted, he was 35.
Dwight Howard is a top 3 defensive center
of all time.
So
like you need a collection of bigs. And the Clippers do have a collection of bigs.
They bought a championship.
The only thing with the Clippers is people are gonna make James Harden guard.
But I think it's there. And also they have the other boy backcourt.
Terrence Mann,
and he's a fucking savage. I love that motherfucker.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they have enough to switch off. Like it's there. This is their year. They'll probably never have a chance like this ever again in life.
Ever again.
You know what I mean? And it's like, here's your chance. You went over the cap to get James Harden.
Every year.
I told them every year.
They literally the Celtics of the West.
They are not the Celtics. It's not the Celtics. No, they're way because Kawhi Leonard is better than everybody on the Clippers.
It's not that.
It's far. It's far. Far better.
Better than Tatum.
Far better. Far better.
He gonna be out there. He ain't been out there to show me. I didn't see Tatum playing big time finals, conference finals.
And you seen him get mopped.
Why ain't been out there to show me?
You seen him get mopped in big time games.
Why been out there?
You seen him get mopped in big time games. And then get mopped. And then get mopped.
On the Sixers, I seen him do all that.
You ain't never seen Kawhi get mopped in big time games.
He ain't been out there in over 6-7 years.
I still like my chances with Kawhi.
Wasn't even a thing last time.
I still like my chances with Kawhi.
Joe, real quick, and answer honestly. If both healthy and you got one game to win for your life, they say you can have Jason Tatum or Kawhi
Leonard, and they healthy.
This is like everything goes into account too, right? So the fact that like Kawhi Leonard
you do good
play up like a motherfucker in the second quarter and just be out. That's like I gotta take all
Let's say they're healthy. Let's say they're on the court.
Like we been so is that
Tatum sprained his ankle in Game 7 last year. Now what?
That's one time. That's one time out of that's one.
And you not answering the question. If they both healthy, who do you want?
Who do you want?
I just want to name. No, stop. All I want to name.
Okay. With all these injuries, and then Kawhi and then Tatum with no injuries, who career do you want? It's nothing to talk about.
You have to go Kawhi because but we're not talking careers. Don't matter. This is mano y mano. This is 27.
You do good though.
At the peak of his talent, at the peak of his athleticism.
That's not good enough.
More experience.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Joe.
It's not good enough. I understand the Tatum hype train.
Y'all living off that 5 years ago.
Joe.
No, we living off a career.
Joe, please. Why?
Y'all giving Kawhi.
That's the name of this episode, by the way. Tatum better than Kawhi. No, G. Not better, not greater. You're not choosing him in the game for your. If you choosing him in a game for your life, you're dead.
Kawhi is
and we'll see you at the crossroads. So you won't be
no crossroads. He's gonna be there. I know Tatum gonna be there. I know he's gonna be there.
And you know Tatum gonna get bounced.
Yeah, you know he gonna be there.
You know he gonna be there and get bounced.
He gonna show up. He gonna show up.
He gonna show up and go home empty-handed.
and he gonna shoot 38% from the field.
Kawhi dropped 40 points back to back, and then all of a sudden, didn't see him get hurt in the game.
But he dropped 40
back
back
to
to
back.
back.
Rings.
He got
rings, bro. He got rings. He has rings with an S, bro. Nobody cares about what Stephen A. Smith thinks, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about what Stephen A. Smith got to think. That's like telling me Pappy thinks
you're not living.
I disagree with Pappy too. Shit,
Joel, you're not living off of anything. You're not living off anything. He's never got it done ever.
Like not once. Like not once.
Right now. What do you mean he's 26? Kawhi had a championship at 26.
Exactly. And a Defensive Player of the Year award. And a Finals MVP award.
Who was better?
Tim Duncan?
You a liar.
Tim Duncan was done at that point.
That was a committee.
No, actually, no, you're a liar. Actually, the best player on that team
was Tony Parker.
The best player on that team was Tony Parker. The best player on that team was actually Tony Parker. And Kawhi Leonard was like right there. Like
and he still was the best defensive player on the team.
Let's get Tatum somebody like that.
What do you mean? He's not it. Yeah, he's not Kawhi to start.
What else does the man need, bro?
First off, he needs a better player than him.
Exactly. He's the second best player on the championship team.
On the championship team.
Put him on LeBron team. They'll win a championship.
There you go. That might work out. I don't know if they win a championship, but it'll work out.
Exactly. This man said Austin Reeves is going to be an all-star. We cannot believe
this man. He was drinking the Kool-Aid.
That man said he's not averaging 16 points.
What is he at? Is he, you sure? Let me double check.
He might be close to the 16 points, though. He's
averaging
15.6.
He's averaging 15.6 points per game.
You acting like that's something gigantic.
It's not 16.
Shame.
16 points is 16 points, G.
Stop.
Come on, man.
I mean, we kind of discussed that.
Yeah. Go back to the beginning of the show, eyeball. Or donate it. We'll talk about it again.
I told y'all first in March.
Told us what?
About the Kawhi Leonard.
How many points is Austin Reeves averaging? You said you was looking it up. How many points he averaging?
I didn't click on it.
Look, back to the point. The basketball is a game of stops and matchups, man.
It's not 16. When they get to 16, stop me.
Okay, same energy next couple weeks.
I will.
Next couple weeks.
Yeah, the season over, G.
He's not about to get to that 16.
All you gotta do is score like what? You gotta have a couple high school.
He probably had to score 25 points. He probably had to average 23 points.
15.8? No, 15.8 is right there.
You don't understand how many games have been played that need. No, he need about 12 20-point games.
He don't need
about 12.
20. Yeah, because he played almost 70 games. So to sway that number.
I don't know why you made that bet in the first place, bro.
No, all you need to do is get over 15.
No, bro.
All you need to do is stop it.
Exactly, bro.
You do good though.
Hey, look, I understand all the Tatum fans, man. I get it. Tatum is a really big, fun guy to watch. He's too inefficient for his size. His defense is not good enough. That shit matters. His defense is not good enough yet. He got to take a step forward defensively, and he needs to take it. Like, he should be at 50%.
There's no reason he's not in.
Like, people keep saying his age. He's been in the NBA 8 seasons. Like 8, 9, maybe 9 seasons. Is it 9 seasons this year?
No, I don't think it's 9. Let me look.
You're underrated. His shot selection is what keeps the defense on their toes. The fact that he goes there and shoot whatever the hell he wants means you got to be respected immediately.
Which means the only person that worked for it was Kobe Bryant, and he was the best defensive player at his position.
He's not wrong. People think Kobe got Bobby.
I'm talking about offensively wise.
But like
I'm telling you, it worked because Kobe led the better defensive team.
People look at Kobe and his offense is what gets celebrated, but forget when he all defensive first team like 12
10 fucking a decade, bro.
Yeah, like that's why you can shoot all that bullshit.
That's why he can win. He can miss shit and go out here and be like, "You're not scoring either."
I mean, look at Game 7. He shot what 6'24".
Yeah, and got like 19 rebounds or some ridiculous shit. Like, and then gonna put the clamps on you. So again, that's for Tatum. Tatum is too big, and he shouldn't be shooting the same percentage Kobe shot. He's 3 inches fucking taller.
Yeah, and probably got
the shot selection is different though. They have the games are not the same. They don't play.
Then you need to
and they operate in different areas.
Then he needs to operate in a more efficient area. because he's operating inefficiently right now for his size.
Unanimously first team All NBA as a small forward, like about to be the 3rd year in a row now.
I don't. That's because Kevin Durant. That's because Kevin Durant has been hurt. That's because Kevin Durant has been hurt. That's because
his regular seasons have been better than Kevin Durant over the last.
No, Kevin Durant is a much better offensive player than Jason Tatum.
Not the regular season.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
No, they haven't.
Every season.
No,
every season. Every season. What the hell?
Yeah, you. They about to get out there 30 and shoot 60%.
Didn't Tatum sweep KD in the playoffs?
It wasn't Tatum. It wasn't Tatum.
But he was a big part of why that happened. His defense
no, it's
and
not.
his offense.
It was.
KD get blocked once every 10 years. Tatum blocked his ass about 10 times by himself.
I'm glad you plays. Remember I told you how this was going to look when it happened, when I told you what was going to happen to him? Remember I told you, Pat, back then? It's not because of Tatum.
Did you not see that he was playing excellent?
I watched the whole thing. Everybody guarded. Kevin Durant coming off of ankle injury, older. He couldn't get around nobody.
He couldn't get around Al Horford.
He couldn't get around Al Horford. He couldn't get around Marcus Smart. You're missing a point of what we're saying. You're missing a point of a team scheme on Kevin Durant. You're missing the Kevin Durant is a much better offense. It's not even close, even right now.
Right now,
if I had the ball in my hand and I needed a bucket today in the playoffs,
I'm going to Kevin Durant.
I'm going Kevin Durant. Now, if we say LeBron versus Jason Tatum, yes, because LeBron gonna have to lay the ball up. If it's Jason Tatum, I'm going that. But dog, I am going Kawhi Leonard as a small forward over Jason Tatum for a last bucket. I'm going motherfucking Kevin Durant. He is not the best offensive small forward in the NBA. He's just not.
He's right there.
He's not close.
First team
listen.
Averaging 28.
He's been healthy.
40% from the field and 41% from three.
He's healthy. He's healthy.
Who's shooting 41% from three?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
So is Kawhi. I think Kawhi is averaging like 20.
Yeah, like what are you doing, dog?
For the field and 42% from three.
I know y'all drinking the green juice, bro, but y'all gotta calm down, bro. You gotta be efficient. You gotta be efficient. You gotta be efficient. You can't be 6'8", 6'9", shooting like a shooting guard. Nigga, you are 6'9". Get closer. Why are you shooting that? You're a front court player. Your front court shouldn't be that inefficient. Your back court already gonna be inefficient, right? You already got Drew Holiday that's gonna shoot below 50% because, like you know what I mean. This, that, and the third. You don't have a lot of efficiency. You need your front court players to be efficient to have an efficient offense. He cannot be shooting that bad. He has to shoot better.
47%.
That's it.
All right.
That's not good enough. You 6'9".
If you look at every,
but he operates on the wing.
That's
what do you mean? He's still the small forward. That's his problem.
Though. The problem is that. And if you go
post your big old ass up,
and if you go do that, shoot better. Like KD do that, but KD shoot great.
Shoot his ass off.
If you go do that, shoot better.
So Tatum isn't a 3-level scorer? That's what y'all saying? Basically,
yes, he is. Yes, he's a 3-level scorer. He's just not. He's just not an efficient because just scoring. Listen, volume doesn't matter. You need efficiency.
Chris Middleton is a fucking 3-level scorer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but don't do that. Stop. Don't do that.
Yes.
I mean, Malik Monk is a 3-level scorer. I mean,
exactly.
Malik Monk now 3-level scorer.
Kevin Durant's a 3-level scorer at the highest efficiency.
It's just there's differences between 3-level scorers.
And it's night and day difference.
Yeah, it's like difference between 2-level scorers.
That's why you shouldn't be throwing Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton is probably almost close to Tatum as a 3-level scorer. If I like him like at 9, I like Chris Middleton at 8 as a scorer.
I'm not going even averaging 18 points per game this year.
Shout out me.
Yeah, but he isn't playing. He's not getting touches. They got Dame Lillard. They don't have Dame Lillard. Like, we could talk about prime Chris Middleton when he was getting the looks. He didn't look that horrible. He's not as great as Jason Tatum, but he's probably a notch under him. I tell you what, it's closer. Chris Middleton is closer than Tatum is to Kevin Durant.
I'm not mad.
You do good, though.
Kevin Durant is out of this world.
You do good, though.
Offensively, I'm not mad at that.
As an offensive player, yeah, it's closer.
Middleton's best year, let's say it was 1920 when actually we could pick a couple of different years, but let's say 1920. We played 62 games. He shot basically 50% from the field, 41% from three, and basically gave you 21 points.
21.
I like that. He's like Jaylen Brown.
21. No, he's
more of
an efficient 3-point shooter than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
That's why I say he's like Jaylen Brown as an offensive talent with a better 3-point look as a true 3-level scorer.
Their games is different too, though. I don't know. Take Brown more explosive, and I can't buy that one.
I feel you. But let's move along. Oh wait, question. Hold on. So Glasses, you said Giannis is now in your top 15.
He's in the top 15.
Top 15. I know how you grade things. So is Rodman finally out your top 15?
No.
Rodman finally out your top 3?
No, Rodman is the second best power forward of all time. Second greatest.
He still ain't past Rodman.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
Is Rodman is second behind Tim Duncan?
Behind Tim Duncan.
I was just checking.
Is Rodman better than Kevin Garnett?
Okay. What does Giannis have to do to pass Rodman? In your mind? Because he got 1 Defensive Player of the Year award already.
He got 2 MVPs.
And he does have a championship.
Probably another 2, maybe a championship or 2. Maybe a championship or 2.
All right.
Another
championship. They won their championship differently, though. Like, Dennis Rodman was the third guy on all his championships.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, shit.
He was the best defensive player on every team he won a championship with.
So, but he was still overall the third best player, no?
See, this is what I'm saying. This is that immature argument. The game is not just offensively.
Yeah,
there's a defensive component.
Still overall,
so
the defense ain't fire enough to overcome what the other guys are doing on offense.
That's just not true. Actually, historically, that's never been true. That's actually never been true. Defense is always one chance. You won't find one great basketball mind to tell you offense wins championship. It don't. Dennis Rodman has been the best defender on every fucking team he's been on. And when you need to stop,
offense don't win championships nowadays?
No, hell no.
No.
Yes,
No. Most teams that win a ring are top 10 in both offense and defense. Now you can't be putrid offensively.
You can't really stop
the Lakers won without a top 10 offense.
You can't stop teams the way you used to be able to stop teams nowadays. You can't.
That's not possible. You see you in the regular season.
There was Tony Allen's and Ray
when the playoffs start.
Was on the court.
Joel, when the playoffs start, all that shit's out the door. Because they're gonna start calling again. They're gonna stop calling. They're not gonna blow the whistle. You got to get stops.
It's no more Dennis Rodman's out there in the other team. You could just leave open and double and do this. There's different schemes that just simply don't work anymore because that's not at another level.
But it's not at another level. It's just today's game. It's not at another level. It's not better or worse. It's just today's game.
It's open.
It's not harder to guard. They don't. Listen, Joel, they want the scores to be high for entertainment. It's not a better game. It's not a more skilled game. It's literally just a game that flows better to be more entertaining. So they call less whistles until the playoff starts.
There's 5 offensive threats on the court at all times, as opposed to where it used to be maybe 3, at most 4 at times.
Listen,
so it's hard to stop 5.
It ain't no 5 offensive. It ain't no 5. What 5 offensive threats?
The Celtics don't have 5 offensive threats out there.
No.
As a starters, who out there is an offensive threat on the Celtics?
Horford is not an offensive threat.
He don't start.
I don't think Kristaps Porzingis is an offensive threat. I think you have to put
7-3 and shooting 35, 25.
You have to put it. And if you want him to, you'll lose. You'll lose.
If you leave Kristaps Porzingis' ass out of your scouting report, your ass is going to get fried up.
Listen,
that was present in game.
Listen,
Horace Grant and like a
you screaming that they actually are playing the game inefficient doesn't matter. Like you're telling me just because he can shoot the ball far don't mean he should. Like Wemby shooting from 23 feet because he can don't mean he should. He's actually horrible. No, he shouldn't.
He really shouldn't. He really shouldn't be.
It's horrible.
No, wait. Just say that was argument. I'm like, gee. When
horrible.
Turns, all he gotta do is turn and shoot, or just take 2 dribbles and shoot. You're 7-6.
One of his best skill sets.
What you mean? He don't have an offensive game to open up.
But listen, all of this shit, the fucking dribbling, doing this shit. Why? Like you don't.
What?
You 7'6".
Go get the ball.
Every once in a while, I'm gonna go do that.
That's your problem. It's too much gloss on your shoe.
You're not gonna treat me like I'm Andrew Bynum, and I'm going.
You are Andrew Bynum.
You're not gonna treat me like I'm no.
You are. That's why you're losing.
It's presented in a different way. I can get by you from the top of the key. I can turn around. I can do whatever, and I'm going to.
That's your problem. You don't understand what makes a team, and that's the modern generation's problem. You think you want to be everything. You want to be at the expense of winning games. That's your problem. Hold up. That's Jason Tatum's problem. That's your problem. You're not that. That's why you don't score it efficiently. If you fucking could do that, you would shoot at 54%. Because the guys who got away with it did it efficiently. You cannot be inefficient. You can't be 7'9" shooting 45%. You can't be 7'9" shooting 31% from three.
You can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
Y'all trying to tell me one Beyonce shouldn't shoot threes?
Go look at it.
Y'all trying to turn him into?
No, wait.
Go look at it.
50. I think that would be shooting. Actually, no, he not.
Go look at it.
He's shooting 30% from three.
How much? Hold up. How much?
Wemby is shooting 46% from the field and 32% from three.
How the fuck are you 7'9" shooting? You're at the cup.
Gee, you should not be. Not great.
You're at the cup.
Wemby has only played like 65 offensive games, and I love Wemby. But Wemby, you should be shooting like 65.
No.
You are 7'6".
I'm a threat from all over.
That's your problem. You're not a threat. You're an inefficient threat. That's your problem. You just feel like because one day you might make the shot.
But Wemby's not pulling his man out there with him to the.
I don't give a fuck where he pulling his man.
Is he not doing that? Is that not presenting something?
What do you mean?
Changing the whole game? Is that not presenting every?
It's not changing shit. They're getting their ass kicked every night.
He's going by people that are a foot taller than him.
I don't fucking care going by. He finna hurt himself. He finna hurt himself because his limbs is fucking 90 feet long. Stop doing that dumb shit.
He's played 55 plus games this year. What are you talking about? Chet, do the same thing. He done been out there.
He's a rookie. Keep playing. Keep fucking around.
I want to give you credit glasses. I want to give you credit glasses. Joe been a number one Wemby hater, and somehow you got him arguing for Wemby. I love it.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, you just been wilding.
I ain't been wilding.
No, just over the top.
He the rookie of the year.
This nigga shooting. This nigga 7'9".
Yes,
he's not. Gobert's the defensive player of the year.
No, he's not. More steals than blocks.
Yeah,
actually,
that don't matter. It's not a highlight.
Stop. Let me finish. Actually, do y'all know that his on off the floor is better? Is like number one in the league.
We don't care.
Okay. What the fuck are we talking about?
How many games have they won?
He been on a minutes restriction the whole season.
How many games have they won?
When he's off the floor, they're minus
they won,
11.
Oh,
guess
what they won?
No, wait
so
what
they 19? What they would have won 11?
1 second. When he's off the floor, the team is minus 11.
Give me the record.
No, wait a second. When Jason Tatum's off the floor, guess what the team is?
The team better.
Plus 9.6.
Yeah, because they get efficient.
Defensive player of the year, rookie of the year.
How many wins have they got? How many wins have they got?
That ain't his fault.
It is his fault because you said he on the fuck. If you on the floor and you not winning the game, who the fuck cares?
He on the floor for 26 minutes a game.
That's his fucking fault. Play more.
No, the fuck is not.
He better play more because he gonna fucking break his whole fucking everything trying to think he a guard.
He is a guard.
Get your big old. You 7'9".
Big guard university.
Let him take whatever shot he want to take.
Big guard university.
That shit.
Let him take whatever shot he want to take.
I'm everything.
Y'all tripping, talking about he shouldn't take whatever shot he want to take. Let him take whatever fucking shot he want to take.
Every time I talk about Wemby, I'm like, gee, all that shit is cute, but why?
I told Tom Chet is a better offensive player, and I stand by it.
He's not.
He is better.
He's not.
He shoots better, better touch, better everything. He's just not anywhere the defensive juggernaut. And he's not a horrible defender. He's just not the defensive.
He don't even have a better handle than
this
Wemby.
Motherfucker is.
He don't
Who
have
the
a better.
Fuck cares?
He don't have a better handle or better mid-range than Wemby.
Why do we care who has a better handle when you over 7 foot?
He don't have a better mid-range either.
I don't want you to even dribble the ball over 7 foot.
Because it presents a whole different type of way. The defense
Stop talking that shit. It never worked, Joe. It never worked.
No,
it never worked.
That goes into scouting reports. When I'm looking at how,
stop talking about scouting reports. Show me where it's working. Show me where it's working. Show me where it's working. Show me the champions. Show me the working. Show me where it's working.
Chet dribbles, and they're the number 2 seed. It's working for him. Chet, he dribbles.
Oh, because that's why it's working. Not because they got an MVP candidate. My bad. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
And Chet actually don't dribble that much, G.
Because you know why? The coaches said, don't you fucking dribble the ball. You're fucking 7 foot. That's the problem. Stop. Only girls try to be everything. Girls think they everything. Girls like I could be a hoe. Women like I could be a hoe today. I could be a nun tomorrow. I could be. Stop trying to be everything and be one thing great.
Joker bring the ball up. AD bring the ball up sometimes.
No.
They push the break. They all. I don't understand that. I'll never understand trying to limit
We're not talking about pushing the break every so often. We're talking about when you 22 feet away from the cup, hit niggas with crosses and headies. Get your big ass over there. Get your big ass over there. Get closer.
Hey, look, it's not the 80s no more.
That's the problem. That's why you don't have niggas winning 5 championships like the 80s no more.
The game is.
You know who won all the championships in the 80s? A nigga that was 6'10" that dribbled the ball. And he won 5 championships. So you're right. It's not the 80s no more. None of you niggas is Magic Johnson. So stop trying to be it. Stop. Get your big ass down there like Kareem because you're not Magic. So you're right. This not the 80s no more. Because it was a nigga 6'10" that could do that. You're not him. This not the 80s anymore. Get your big old 7'8" ass down by the cup.
We don't develop big the same way.
Throw the ball in the rim. Like, G, if you just go by the nobody, if you do
nigga
and do this,
dunk the ball.
Score 30 a game, bro.
The nigga wingspan is like 9 feet.
First of all, he weighed like 220. He's not getting down there that easy. He gonna walk Nurkic under the rim. He's going that's
bro,
not.
Get 16 feet. Get 16 feet away.
He's not gonna just
get 16 feet away
down to the paint and do that. He's not.
Get 16 feet away. See, I don't even listen to niggas that don't know. You can tell when a nigga is 9, talking about most 80s niggas sorry. We talking about a nigga in the 80s that was doing, he said it's not the 80s no more. I'm glad you used that specific decade. It was a nigga in the 80s that was 16 that could do all this shit.
Niggas get trained.
And it ain't a nigga in the NBA that's 16 that can do it right fucking now. It ain't a nigga in the NBA. He said it's not the 80s no more. You're right, because there's no Magic Johnson. There's no 6'10" nigga that can do this anymore. That shit's over with. So stop trying to be Magic, bro.
Is LeBron James not 6'9", 6'10" doing it?
He's not 6'10", and it's over.
He's 6'9"?
Ain't he over? Did he get 5? It's not the 80s no more.
It's been a bunch of. It's a lot of.
It's only one nigga.
Lamar Odom, LeBron.
It's not the 80s anymore.
Lamar Odom.
You 7'9". Get your big old ass at the cup, man. Why are you shooting 45% and you tall as the rim? Why? It's right there. You can do this. It's right there.
That nigga dunked the other day, and he didn't like jump though.
Bro,
like did this and dunked.
This
like,
nigga is 9. He's like a 9-foot wingspan, bro. He could just skip and dunk the ball, bro. Why are you shooting 40? Why are you shooting the same percentage Kobe is?
It's not apples and oranges, bro.
What are you talking about? He's 6. Yeah. He's 7'9".
Bro, it's not, bro. It's not that.
It is. If you taller, Joe. If you taller, you closer. Look, if you taller, you closer to the rim.
If you guarding Wemby, you're not just gonna let him walk you down.
What do you mean? Well, he don't gotta post nobody up. If you get 15 feet, he can do like this.
Walk him right under the rim.
Even at 15 feet away, he could just.
Not to mention his damn teammates that missed him on 10 lobs already. Miss him all the time.
Now we blaming everybody else for what? Nigga 7'9" shooting 46%. It's nobody's fault but his.
All the way around the court before they hit the man for a wide open layup.
Embiid had the same thing and he shoot 46%. Embiid had the same thing as a rookie and he shoot 46%.
He's one of the greatest scoring centers ever.
What do you?
Top three scoring center of all time. Joel Embiid.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He is.
No.
What other center averaged 30 back in 2 years in a row? What other center did that?
I don't fucking know. Kareem. I don't know. He averaged 30, 1,000. Will Chamberlain.
That was how long ago?
Probably Bob.
It's different now. The game it's a different basketball game now.
Stop with that shit. Listen, stop doing that. Stop saying how long was it ago when you asked for a center. Stop asking how long ago when you asked for a center. Somebody name it. Don't do that. Don't discount don't be one of them kids who act like only today matter. Because they're gonna make your life not matter. So stop doing that. He ain't better than them guys long time ago.
Which ones?
He's not better than Will Chamberlain long time ago. He's not better than Kareem long time ago. No.
The same Will Chamberlain that turned around did a finger roll like that. That shit is getting fucking swatted off the backboard. You try some shit like that today.
Then why didn't nobody swat it back then?
Because he wasn't the same athlete.
Oh, not Bill Russell, who was a great athlete.
That's one. He was 6'9". He was still like 4 inches shorter than Will.
I mean, he won enough.
Bill Russell is an Olympic. Bill Russell is an Olympic gold medal.
See, y'all just be talking. That's because y'all don't be talking.
Set an Olympic record for the long jump. You gotta, Joel. I'm sorry. Hold on, Pappy. Wait a minute before you start, Pappy. Joel, you gotta hit with the combo.
You do good dope. You do good dope. You do good dope. You do good dope. You do good dope.
Athlete better than Will Chamberlain in the NBA right now, and I'm
right now.
And if you give the man 2024 training, I don't know what that looks like.
It ain't a 7 foot big that can run a 4-0 in the 40 in the NBA right now.
Right now.
So imagine how crazy it was back then when he was really the only one out there moving around.
So you missing a point. That's the point of being ahead of the game.
No Porzingis. He didn't have to see
Giannis, stop saying Porzingis. Giannis is ahead of the game right now athletically.
I just said him because he's tall. I just said Porzingis.
No, Giannis is ahead of the game right now athletically. Nobody is close to as athletic as Giannis is right now.
Because his whole game is based on his athleticism.
Wemby's game based off, it needs to be based off his athleticism. Why the fuck is he shooting for?
He's based off his skill. He's not as strong as Giannis. He can't do what Giannis doing.
Then he don't have no skill.
He's not strong enough.
Why is he shooting 46%? Why is Giannis and Jason Tatum shoot? Why is Wemby and Tatum shooting the same percentage? And why are they shooting the same percentage as a nigga as Donovan Mitchell?
He's out there playing 105 every night with dudes who neglect him leading the ball.
He's shooting the same percentage as Donovan Mitchell right now. He's shooting the same percentage as Donovan Mitchell right now. Who else? He's shooting the same percentage as Steph Curry is right now. He's shooting the same percentage of a lot of niggas that's under 6'4".
We naming the episode that. Man. We named this episode. Why?
What we naming it?
Yeah, he still got.
Why is Wemby shooting the same percentage as Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, he still.
Why?
He still could have been All-Star.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Why? Why are you 7'9" and you don't get closer?
He do when the time is. Hey, you got to.
When the time, he ain't get shit when the time was right. Y'all just on that gas, and I think he's a fantastic. I told Tom I think he's an all-world defender. His offense is always going to be a piece of shit. He's going to always be a piece of shit. He'll never be where Joker is. He'll never be where Embiid is. He'll never be where Giannis is. He will never, ever.
I'm glad we getting this on video.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of my shit on video.
In 4 years.
Remember this. He'll never be shooting. Giannis is shooting 62%, 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. Mark it down.
And it's from the same area.
Then that's what Wemby needs to do. Shoot from the same area.
He's not strong enough to do that. Well,
what you mean strong enough to do that? You don't have to be. He don't got to push his way to the cup. He just got to get closer.
Why Giannis wasn't doing it as a rookie then? Why Giannis wasn't doing this as a why Giannis when he was frail as hell? How come he wasn't shooting 60% and doing the same?
The question I'm saying,
as a rookie then.
I'm telling you, he shouldn't be shooting 46% at 7'9".
It's not.
That's all you got to focus on.
Not in the modern basketball.
In no NBA, a 7'9" guy should be shooting 46%.
Modern basketball is not that bad.
No, that's horrible.
They operate in different areas now.
No. All that modern NBA. Stop with the excuses. Stop with the excuses. Stop. He needs to stop. It's obvious inefficiently, so he needs to change how he's operating. You need to get efficient with the rock. Joker's efficient.
He's arguably the most impactful rookie in the league, despite the fact that his percentages don't.
I don't fucking care about all them fucking titles, bro. He's shooting 46% and he's 7'9".
And he's still the most impactful rookie ever.
I don't even know what that means.
You say he's the most
impactful rookie that impact the game.
He is.
And more of a positive.
No, he is.
Name a better rookie than Ricky
Michael
Romeo.
Jordan didn't exist.
Name a better rookie.
Shaquille O'Neal,
who came and won a title.
They won better than Wemby. I've been telling you this. They won better than Wemby. I've been saying this. Joe just wanted to agree with me.
David Robinson.
I told you we had this argument already. We had this argument already. Wemby.
Y'all all it show me is y'all watch ESPN and you believe any narrative. He's not doing anything impactful. Y'all covering him for all the wrong reasons. He's actually really a great defender. This is what hurts me saying this because he's actually like an all-world defender.
Incredible defender.
The way y'all try to gloat about his offense ain't better than Chet. He's trash offensively. Trash. Yes, he's diverse. Yes, he has athleticism. Yes, he has agility for a size. But it don't matter if you shooting 46% at 7'9". It don't matter if you shooting all these threes and you shooting 32%. You need to stop. You know what you're doing because the game is built on efficiency, George. It's built on efficiency. Kawhi Leonard was on the Spurs. People have been on the Spurs and better. He's not even the best rookie on the Spurs.
It's Tim Duncan.
What you mean?
Tim Duncan's a better rookie on the Spurs. They have David Robinson was probably a better. Y'all don't watch basketball 2 days, and that's the only thing matter. Nothing else happened. Then you start making shit that don't make sense. He's the most impact. Impact how?
On both? What you mean? All scoring all over the place.
They
protecting the rim, guarding the perimeter.
They won like 8 games.
Doing answering the call, like scoring clutch buckets. He's not afraid of the moment.
They won 8 games. He couldn't score that many clutch buckets.
8 games,
Shit,
bro.
all 8 of them just because of him.
Wow. Magic Johnson won a championship as a rookie.
With fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on this team. And
How many championships did he win with the Lakers before? How many Lakers did he win? How many championships did he win before?
So the 2024 Spurs.
How many championships did he win before?
Whatever,
How many championships did he win before Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? How many championships?
Devin Vassell, Magic.
Magic not doing shit with Devin Vassell.
Listen, Magic can do anything with anybody.
G, come on, G.
Magic can do anything with anybody.
The name of this episode should be Magic.
Yeah.
So you telling me Magic could have won a ring with Shohan?
They've been in the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs. You can put Magic. You can put rookie Magic. You can put rookie Magic on these Spurs, and they're in the playoffs. They're in the 8th seed.
Instead of Wemby.
He's way better than Wemby. Damn, you finna do what you finna. Don't you better slow your shit down.
Come on, G.
Don't you start comparing it to the real deal. You can be excited, but don't be ridiculous.
What are we doing here? Magic would not have won a goddamn ring with Jeremy Shohan.
I didn't say that. I said he would take them to the playoffs.
They would have not been in the goddamn playoffs. It was
they don't want 40 fucking games.
24 teams in the league when Magic came in the league.
Devin Vassell isn't terrible. I don't know why we keep doing this. He's averaging 20.
So he as good as Byron Scott or
yes, motherfucker, Devin Vassell ball. What are we doing? Devin Vassell's a very good basketball player.
But this is what happened when y'all start wanting to big up somebody else, so you start shitting on everybody else.
I'm not shitting on nobody. He has been good.
Vassell is
most of their
real. The team is not talented.
It's not that bad, bro. The Spurs are not that bad. G, no. I said the whole G. The Spurs are not that bad.
Oh my God.
Spurs are not that bad.
No, they not. Now, also they have been very.
Now we lying.
I always said they're not that bad. They have pieces. You have Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson can play. Trey Jones
just don't got pieces that go together.
Oh my God, you ain't like
Jetty
Jetty
terrible.
What's crazy is Vassell shoot a better percentage than fucking Wemby. And he not 7'9".
So, well, maybe Vassell could generate him some looks. Maybe Vassell could.
He can.
Exactly.
Generate some looks. You got to get off the perimeter so somebody can pass the ball to you.
Oh, swing to me on the perimeter. I can work from out here.
No, you can't.
And I'm opening shit up for you.
No, you cannot work from out here.
I'm out here.
No, you cannot work from out here.
Center away from the rim. I got the center out here on me.
No, you can't because the center goes set back at your horrible. The center goes set back at your horrible. I would take your chance. Listen, I would take my chances with you shooting that 30% all day. Shoot it.
Devin Vassell, if you want to earn this $30 million, I'm gonna drag a man out here, and if you can curate, open up.
I'm gonna stand back and let you shoot it. Ain't no still, you ain't dragging no center out. Ain't nobody guarding that whack ass shit out there.
They do guard Wemby out there.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
How is he crossing people up there from out there? How does he?
What do you mean? What you mean? That's you looking at a couple highlights. You talking about the ESPN shit? That's not the whole game. That's not the whole game. They not guarding that motherfucker. He can barely shoot the ball. He having a good run right now because he's shooting less.
No, it's there. No, it's not just a highlight. It's his game.
It's not his game, bro. You can't make shit up. Dog, nobody got to guard nobody 32%. Nobody chasing you. Nobody going out there to guard you if you're not an efficient three-point shooter. We're going to let you shoot the ball. He shoots as good as Russ does.
So you're saying they guard him like Andre Roberson?
They guard him like they got Russell Westbrook. They guard him like they guard Russell Westbrook. You like your chances with him shooting the three.
Like Russell Westbrook.
No, because Russell Westbrook is actually fast. Because Russell Westbrook is actually fast. No, he doesn't. He's actually really an all-world athletic player at the size.
Respect the hell out of Wemby and everything.
No defense is respect no goddamn Wemby.
Defense is no respect.
Oh, they like, we need to be respectable. It's 46% and 32% for the field. He might cross me over. No, nobody cares about that. Nobody doing no scouting report. Oh,
he get treated like
that crossover. Hey, that Wemby crossover, man. We got to watch out for that crossover. That Wemby crossover. Listen, he don't get treated like nothing. Nobody prepares for the Spurs. They sorry.
Literally, literally, the other day I was thinking about this. I was like, "Yo, the Spurs
scouting. It's sorry.
Like the scouting report got to be just win the game, bro.
That's it.
That's scouting report. Just win the game. And you got to do nothing on the clipboard. Just win the game. Let's get out of here.
Like they draw and play, man. That Wemby, man, he drag you out with that crossover. Nobody's saying that.
I'm crying.
No, he's bad. He's bad with that crossover. That big ass, long ass crossover. That crossover, long as a motherfucker.
She be working.
How is working if he ain't working?
He gets 23 games as a rookie.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Going everywhere.
I'm crying. But
Please.
let's end this because I actually do want to watch Bucks Celtics.
Yes.
Because
it's not no 23 a game. Niggas be just
22, 21,
20.
But yeah,
at the most inefficient percentage.
You know Giannis not playing, right?
How much the Wemby average?
Watch it, but whatever. That's trash. But Glasses, appreciate you coming on.
Man,
you ain't been on.
Good to be back. I miss y'all, man. I've been healing.
Man, likewise, bro. Likewise, bro.
Joel, you got to figure it out, bro. You got to stop shoe shining, bro.
You gotta wake up, man.
You got to stop shoe shining.
You gotta wake up. You gotta
advance. Like the shoe shining.
You gotta advance up. You gotta realize that the game ain't played the same, brother.
I only care about the champions. I don't care about how you want to see the game.
Game not played the same.
You know what it's built on? Stops. It's always gonna be built on stops.
It's not as easy to stop teams as it was.
It ain't never been easy to stop great NBA players.
It has.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You too young to even know. So how would you know?
No, my favorite NBA team of all time is the 09 Lakers.
First off, nigga, that was the other day.
That's 15 years ago.
So you thought that was a long time to be watching basketball?
I mean, it's so.
He's like, my favorite team is the 09 Lakers.
And they also were not a offensive team. They got mad.
You told me, man, in 2010 is a classic Camaro that year. Bro, you don't even have a cognitive understanding of really just the rest of the shit. My favorite motherfucking Laker team is 87 Lakers. See the difference? See the difference? See the fucking difference?
There's a difference, but
my man.
Don't act like it's different. Basketball is different.
It's not. It's just bad and good basketball.
It's not. It's different. Guys is working on different things at different ages now, no matter what size you are.
That's probably what's wrong with the game. They come in the game with 100,000 miles. AAU basketball, these niggas playing 120 games. They 9.
They getting good reps in.
They 9.
If you got a good AAU program,
they 9.
If you want a money,
that's why them dudes never make it. They got too many miles. Well, you wonder why all these niggas getting hurt today. Everybody keeps saying, well, all the players is getting hurt today. The players getting hurt. They done already played 700 games. They be 19 and then been in 800 games. Why has you been in 800 games and you 19?
You kids, you supposed to hoop.
Not that goddamn much, man. But Glasses was, man.
I love y'all,
man. Thank you, my dog. That was fucking hilarious.
That was goddamn hilarious, man.
Shout out
to Glasses, man.
Oh
my lord.
I guess. Appreciate y'all for watching once again, man. Thank you. We genuinely appreciate it. We will see y'all again on Monday, back in person again. Last Monday was my fault because I was traveling back from Chicago, but this Monday we will all be here in person. And yeah, man. Till next time.
Yes, man. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter at TPJ of HNB. Make sure you drop a like if you're watching, comment, subscribe, retweet, repost, and hop in the comments on Instagram. We are engaged. Joe, final words.
Get us on Twitter, Hoops and Brews, Instagram, Hoops and Brews. Get me on Instagram, Joel R. Wilson, on Twitter at the Jolts, JOLTSS. Thank y'all for tuning in. Glasses is hilarious. And that's more conversation with that man.
All right, peace out, fans. We'll get up with y'all next time.
They thought it was so. I'll be back. They thought it was so.